In the beginning of the story, we see a lion named Jiko who was taking a photo of a bug from his room, but then the bug started running away from there, on which Jiko also follows the bug, but during that time he faces a wolf named Gree, seeing which he runs away from there in fear and hides in a place, but then he sees a very big pack of wolves there, seeing which Jiko was even more scared, and while running straight to his lion tribe and tells them that a pack of wolves is going to attack their tribe, but the people there don't take Jiko's words seriously, so Jiko shows them a picture of a gray wolf, seeing which they have to believe Jiko, and they close the main gate of the tribe at the behest of their chief. On the other hand, we see the leader of those wolves, Magra, who is very sensible and mature. He believed that every life is precious, so he used to say to hunt as much as needed. All the wolves believed in Magra's words, but a wolf named Ragir didn't believe in Magra's words, and he doesn't follow any of their rules, while Magra tells all the wolves that I have been your chief for many years, but now I have become old, and now it is time for someone else to become the chief of this tribe, and whoever will become the new chief of this tribe, he will have to fight and prove his ability. But when Ragir raises his hand to become the chief, all the wolves lower their hands because all the wolves were very scared of Ragir, but a wolf named Grey stands opposite Ragir, so Magra has a fight between them after 3 days, and he announces that whoever wins this fight he will become the next chief of this tribe. Grey liked a female wolf named Bianca of that tribe, and Bianca also liked Grey a lot. That's why she wanted Grey to win that fight. Bianca also wanted Grey to propose to her for marriage, but Grey couldn't understand Bianca's words because he was very naive in this matter. While in the apple tribe, 2 small apples named Shea and Cream came out of the tribe to roam without telling anyone. Then Ragir sees both the apples and goes against Magra's rule and starts catching them to hunt them, but then Grey comes there and forbids him to do this. But when Ragir doesn't listen to Grey, then Grey confuses Ragir with his words and knocks him off a tree, and Grey runs away from there, while Shea's sister was very upset because she couldn't find him. But then Cream and Shea come there, but they don't tell them anything here at a celebration function of those wolves. Grey does something strange by changing his appearance, which makes Bianca very upset, and she gets angry with Grey and leaves. Seeing this, when Grey goes to convince Bianca, then Bianca tells him that I want you to take things seriously and understand your responsibilities. She leaves him alone and goes away. Here Ragir sees Grey's actions and tells Magra that he has no ability to become a leader, so he tells himself to become the chief of the tribe. But Magra knew Ragir very well, and that's why he never wanted Ragir to become the chief of his tribe. Here when Grey was sitting alone, he sees a party happening nearby. Actually, many rabbits were watching a magic show there, but as soon as they see Grey, everyone starts running away from there. So Grey goes to the rabbit nanny who performs that magic show and tells her that I won't hurt you. After that he tells Nanny that I want to change myself for my girlfriend Bianca, so that she comes back to him. After hearing this, Nanny gives him a magical serum which he drinks without thinking, because Grey thinks that as soon as he drinks this serum, Bianca will start liking him. After drinking the serum, there is no change in Grey, but when he goes to meet Bianca, then that serum shows its effect on the way, and as soon as Grey turns from a wolf to an apple and slips from the rock and falls near Ragir, when he sees Ragir, he recognizes him, but Ragir can't recognize him. Seeing Grey as an apple, all the wolves with Ragir rush to hunt him. Grey was trying to explain a lot to him, but no one paid attention to him, so Grey has to run away from there by saving his life. And Grey wakes up in the tribe of apples, and when he opens his eyes, he finds himself in a room of an apple where a lioness named Lyra was treating him. He doesn't believe it and starts screaming. In a while, Ko also comes there, who sees Grey, and he starts doubting that he has seen him somewhere, but after Grey became an apple, Ko couldn't recognize him properly, and after falling from a great height, Grey also forgot how he became an apple. There Grey finds a big-mouthed apple named Moog who always talked a lot, and while talking to him, Grey remembers that he fell from the rock, and that's why he thinks that he has changed into an apple because of falling from a height, and if he falls from a height again, he can become a wolf again. That's why he jumps from many high places, but it doesn't have any benefit. Then he remembers that all this happened because of the magical serum of the magician. Nanny, so he goes to Nanny to find the solution to this problem, but Nanny had already left from there. That's why he comes to Lyra's house in sadness. Here Bianca was very sad because of not finding Gray, so Rieger tells her that Gray must have run away from here in fear of competing with her, but Bianca doesn't believe this because she knew Gray very well, that he is not one of the fugitives. The next day Lyra's brother asks Sia to take Gray out, and when they both start going, there is a lot of fun. And after that they go to see a tournament where there is a fight of the lion. Gray starts laughing at the champion Lewis of that tournament because Lewis is very small, and because of making fun of a champion, Gray has to fight Lewis. Gray fights him like a wolf when he was a lion, and that's why he loses that fight. Lyra was scolding her brother Sia while going to see the tournament. That on the way they find Rieger's spoons, after seeing which Lyra starts screaming. Gray hears Lyra's voice and runs to her, and when Gray sees Gobbler and Skeeny there, he tries to talk to them, but they both run away from there in fear of Gray. And in the meantime Gray finds Nanny, so he drinks all the serum he kept with Nanny to get his real form, but it doesn't help him, so Gray comes back to the Lions tribe in disappointment, where he sees that all the lions have a party in his honor. Gray teaches Sia a fighting move while playing with the children and tells her that you can defeat the wolf because of this move. Lyra started liking Gray, but Gray only liked Bianca, so when Gray sees Moj he leaves because he knew that Moj likes Lyra, but as soon as Moj comes to Lyra, his speech stops and he can't say anything to Lyra. On the other hand, Cream and Sia learn that move from Gray and go to fight the wolf, where he sees Ragger and Magra. Ragger was telling Magra to make himself the leader of the tribe, so Magra tells Ragger that if Gray really ran away from there in fear of competition, then I will compete with you. Ragger sees that Magra will not let him be the leader of the tribe at any cost, so Ragger kills him by dropping him from the cliff. All this Sia and Cream see and start running away from there in fear, but Sia is caught by Ragger. Ragger tells all the wolves that our great leader Magra was found and killed by falling from a cliff, but Bianca doesn't believe this. Then Ragger announces himself as the new leader of the tribe. Cream tells everyone about Sia's capture, so Lyra becomes unconscious when Gray tells the leader of the tribe to free Sia. No one is ready for this, so Gray goes to free Sia alone. Seeing this, Magra also goes with Gray to impress Lyra. They both hide and go to the wolf area, and Magra was unconscious there due to injury, so Gray alone drops Skinny in the prison of Sia and takes Sia out of there. Skinny found out from the actions of the ship that this is Gray. Here Magra was unconscious and he did not remember anything, so Gray tells him that you have fought the wolf and saved Sia. With this, Magra feels very proud of himself, and in everyone's eyes he became a hero. Lyra also hugs Moj with joy. After this, Gray goes to the place where he used to meet Bianca, and there Bianca also comes, who didn't know Gray at first, but when Gray tells him everything, she recognizes him. After recognizing, Bianca tells Gray to become the leader of Ragger, that how Ragger killed Magra and declared himself the leader of the tribe. When they were talking to each other, he secretly took a picture of them, and while showing the picture of them in his tribe, he says that Gray is a spy who informs the wolf for his benefit. Gray tries to tell him that there is nothing like that, but when no one listens to him, Gray says good and bad and leaves there. He tells Skinny Ragger that he took away a ship from Sia and that ship was Gray, not anyone else. Ragger gets very happy to hear this because it takes him the right time to take revenge on Gray. After this, he instigates all the wolves against him and tells them that those apples will be punished for this mistake, and while saying this, Ragger tells all the wolves to attack the ship together. Gray fainted here due to drinking a lot of serum, but Nanny sees him and she brings Gray to her house, where she tells him that if he wants to become a wolf again, then he will have to bring the magic duo that will be made only once a year from the pantry, otherwise he will never be able to become a wolf. While she tells Nanny Gray that the wolves are going to attack the Cali ship, so as soon as he hears this, he goes to the pantry and brings Gray to his house. He goes to save those ships and he tells all the ships about the attack of the wolf. First, he opposes what Gray says, but after explaining a lot, they believe what Gray says. And they try to run away from there, fearing those wolves. But Gray motivates them to face the wolf. And says that if we work together, we can face those wolves. Hearing this, all the ships agree with him and they start preparing to fight those wolves. And that night, the wolf's group sets out to attack the ships. Meanwhile, Bianca reaches Nanny and asks Nanny for a solution to cure Gray. Here, when the wolves reach the ship's tribe to attack, the ships also attack them. The ships were trying to stop those wolves, but still those wolves reach inside the ship's tribe. So seeing this, the ships start running away from a cave there to escape from them. As soon as they leave that cave, all the ships lock all the wolves in that cave. As soon as the cave is closed, water starts flowing in it and all the wolves start drowning in it. Gray didn't want to kill them, so he convinces the ships to save them. Agreeing to Gray, all the ships remove the rock and save the wolves. But after leaving the cave, Rhaegar catches Saya by deceiving them. And orders his companions to kill all the ships. When Saya sees Rhaegar, she recognizes him and tells everyone that he killed Magra by dropping him off the rock. After this, a fight starts between Rhaegar and Gray to become a leader. Then Bianca comes there, who brought a serum to cure Gray. Gray drinks that serum and starts fighting Rhaegar. After drinking the serum, when Gray does not come in his real form, everyone thinks that Gray will never be able to become a wolf. But after a while, Gray starts coming back in his real form. So seeing this, Rhaegar attacks him to kill Gray. And in the meantime, he falls into the cave and is killed. And after that, Gray finally proposes to Bianca for marriage. And the two happily marry each other. All the ships and wolves were also included in their marriage, who were enjoying their marriage a lot. And with this movie ends here. So if you like the video, please do like and share this video. And please subscribe to my channel and press that bell icon.
Good.